early rounds. Simon Clarke home in second, so we have 4 different nationalities through to the final. It will be Simon Clarke of Australia, Robbie Hunter of South Africa, Michael Morkov of Denmark, and Enrique Sanz of Spain. That final will be coming up in a few moments' time. Just off the top of your head, Brian, who do you fancy out of those 4?
Well, looking at it at the moment, I think it's going to be between Hunter and Morkov, but Sanz is really impressed, and Simon Clarke, not a renowned sprinter, has to try and be a lot more tactical.
Well, do join us in a few moments' time for that final. Well, welcome back to Quebec City. The 8 group races have taken place. We've had all 4 quarterfinals. We've had the 2 semis. So it is now time for the final of this very first sprint challenge that has taken place here in Quebec. And, well, I think thus far from what we've seen, the event has been a success. There's a decent crowd out here in the old city in Quebec to watch it, and they've been entertained. And, I mean, do you think that we're likely to see more events like this cropping up ahead of big races throughout the season, or is it going to be something that only a certain type of rider is going to want to take part in?
Well, we've seen this a lot of certain rider types, so it will suit them. I think looking at it, the Pro Tour teams have to give something back, and I know there's been a few riders come here and just kind of turned up and turned their legs and you know, done the professional thing, and then there's a few other riders here that are, you know, really want to win it and get on the podium, because at the end of the day, you know, the first 3 riders will be shown in front of a big crowd, so it's important for these sponsors to be shown. But again, it's great innovation, and that's what we want to see in cycling, because too many people come there and the bunch of cyclists goes past and then that's it, over for them. But here they've got a great spectacle.
So, running through these finalists, Simon Clarke from Astana, Robbie Hunter from Radio Shack, then we have Michael Morkov of Saxo Bank and Enrique Sanz of Movistar, and those 4 riders are riding in that particular order at the moment. We saw a big grin exchange between Simon Clarke and Robbie Hunter as they set off on this final, and once again they're taking this first 500 metres at a decent pace, and Simon Clarke, as he has done in every single round, is leading the way.
Yeah, he's just turning the legs, because he knows when you get to that bottom corner, it's you know, when you start going into the incline and putting the pressure on, that's where your legs start to burn. But he'd be the one that would think that would want to try and surprise, so he will get to that bottom corner and try and get the others in front of him. But I'm pretty sure Robbie Hunter will not want to lead this one out.
Well, as they take this big corner now, Simon Clarke did this in his semi-final, and 3 of the riders came through, and none of them are responding on this occasion.
No, he's tried it. He tried that before, but for Robbie Hunter and Morkov, they're marking each other. The big person you have to watch is the Movistar rider on the left-hand side. These riders won't know too much about him. As we said at the top of the programme, he has won a stage of the Vuelta a Madrid, and it looks as if he's on song at the moment, and is, I wouldn't say cruised through the heats, but he's looked very good. So again, track stands, and this is a very serious part of this heat. We're in the final, and we're looking for a winner.
It is interesting as far as Sanz is concerned, because he's looking anything but a neo-pro amongst these 3 very experienced riders who line up alongside him. Clarke, Hunter, Morkov, Sanz sitting at the back, biding his time here. Well, some of the crowd getting a little impatient there. They want to race with 300 metres to go.
This is what it's all about, 300 metres to go, and Robbie Hunter doesn't want to lead out. Morkov is tracking Robbie Hunter because he believes he is the person that to beat today.
It out, Everett to respond with him. Morkov's gone as well. Robbie Hunter's been left behind on this occasion. Sanz is flying out in the front. Morkov's about the only man who's probably got the pace to take him. Morkov settles into his rhythm once again and just gets a wheel in front. Robbie Hunter coming very late, but Morkov wins. Sanz second. Hunter might have just come up to sneak third in front of Simon Clarke, but congratulations there to Michael Morkov from Robbie Hunter. But Enrique Sanz has to take most of the plaudits here, because he blew that final sprint apart. Victory for Morkov then of Saxo Bank. An outstanding performance.
And you can just see this. Sands done the right thing. He surprised them well, and Robbie Hunter making a big mistake here in the final. Looked very close between him and Simon Clark, so it'll be close to get the third place in the podium. But again, look at the speed of Robbie Hunter coming up. Robbie tactically got it wrong in the final. Maybe he should have went from further out. He showed he's got the speed to come up, but again, Sands just surprised them all. But what an easy win by Morkov. Just cruised past everybody straight up the middle, and a good win by the Saxo Bank rider.
Michael Morkov victorious then in this inaugural event, and Enrique Sanz in second. It looked to me as though Simon Clark might have just held off Robbie Hunter, so that will have been a truly fantastic performance from him if he did, and there is confirmation of Clark's third place, and Robbie Hunter a disappointing fourth in the end from the South African. Well, victory for Michael Morkov. Here's what he had to say afterwards.
We're with Michael Morkov, our winner here today of the Challenge Sprint Pro. Michael, it was a very tough race all the way to the end. You had some very strong riders up there with you.
Yeah, that's true. I was especially worried about Robbie Hunter. Since I was not so old, I have been watching him in the television doing sprints, so I have a lot of respect for his sprint.
So it's still a very good study on your part, a very fast race. Your impressions on this racing format?
It's pretty cool. I was really happy when I got the invitation to do this race, and yeah, the course suited me well, and I have a good track background, so that's why it's fit me that good.
It seems that year after year the track cyclists are doing very well on this course. And what about that 4% gradient as you make your way to the finish line?
Yeah, it actually was pretty good for me because I'm not that a heavy sprinter. I'm more light, have a good acceleration, so it turned out perfect.
Congratulations, Michael, our winner of the Challenge Sprint Pro here in Quebec City.
Thanks.
So victory for Michael Morkov, and as we turn our attention now to the podium, some very good sponsor time for Astana. Saxo Bank obviously in the middle, and obviously Movistar as well, who will be delighted with the performance there of Enrique Sanz. But just taking a look at that finish once again, Sanz looked pretty disappointed with second, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a young neo-pro, and you know, he just shook his fist there at the finish, and it just goes to show how much effort he put in, and a great second place. Simon Clark, another good ride by him in this race. So Morkov, his track background, as he said in the interview, helped him really well in this sort of course. So let's hope we see a lot more of this type of racing.
Well, 21 years of age, Enrique Sanz, just coming up for his 22nd birthday, turns 22 on Sunday, so a nice sort of early birthday present for him here, finishing in second place, and we'll see just how happy he is with that. Looks to me as though he's managed to get over that little impetuous outburst on the line now and is satisfied with his second place. But it's Michael Morkov who deserves all of the plaudits here, and another huge performance for Saxo Bank this year. So there, the second place prize going to Enrique. And Michael Morkov saying how he used to watch Robbie Hunter sprint when he was growing up. I mean, that does show the void in age out there in this particular event. Robbie Hunter just missing out on the podium on this occasion. Just surprised in that finish run up to the line. But it definitely sounds from what Morkov was saying as though this is a format of the sport that riders are possibly going to embrace.
Well, let's hope so. There's a few people who have come here and turned up and done the professional thing, but these three guys deserve to be on the podium and have shown 100% to this event.
Well, that is the end of the Challenge Sprint Pro. Morkov, the victor.